Parliament's Ad Hoc Committee, which is investigating the allegations made by Lt Gen Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, continues today. Let's get our SABC News reporter Bulelani Phillip to give us more on this story. Bulelani?
Good morning, Leanne. Once again, of course, the Ad Hoc Committee will be dealing with in-house matters today, and in the main, as I've indicated earlier, is that the committee will deliberate on how to proceed forward in relation to the walkout that was staged by private investigator Paul O'Sullivan on Thursday. Initially, the committee had said that it will first write to Paul O'Sullivan to actually request him to come back and finish his testimony. And if that is not successful, the committee will then opt to actually apply for a subpoena with the office of the Speaker to have Paul O'Sullivan to come and finish his testimony. Now, a story within that story is that when Paul O'Sullivan walked out of the committee on Thursday, he was followed by MK Party MP David Skhosana to his car, and when he was about to drive off, he had actually said to Mr. Skhosana that he must settle his debt with his bank. A day later in the morning, through to Paul O'Sullivan's testimony, or rather procession, is that Mr. David Skhosana was actually served papers by the sheriff of the court to settle that debt. It's a strange coincidence. I'm sure that is something that the committee would want to reflect on in terms of how Mr. Paul O'Sullivan came to know that kind of information. Of course, in television interviews, he has indicated that that judgment was a public document and a source had actually leaked, or rather had actually forwarded that information to him, arguing that it's public information. But of course, I'm sure the committee will reflect on that particular development. Looking ahead, Leanne, this week, we do expect that the committee tomorrow will call Deputy National Police Commissioner General Lieutenant Hilda Sentimule, and on Thursday, the National Coloured Congress leader Fadil Adams, who's also an MP, will also be testifying before the Ad Hoc Committee. And on the same day, Paul O'Sullivan's personal assistant, Sarah Jane Trent, will also be before the Ad Hoc Committee.